Hey everybody, Toxic here, and I just wanted to show you last night I had what might be the closest match I've ever had. It came down to the wire. The question was going to be, would I be able to get that final shot in? And it was kind of a testament to how important the end game is, even if you have a terrible early game as a demon, or if the survivors actually just do everything correct. So you'll see, especially at the end, we'll slow down, but I'll also stop it at certain parts just to show you kind of timestamps and how fast they were able to move, which was unbelievable. All right, so as you can see here, they're a little bit less than 5 minutes in, and they've got the first map piece. I'm at level 3 at this point, so it's nothing to worry about. I'm not panicked yet, but we'll see what happens next.
Fits like a glove.
I must reload!
I'll be back.
Mark me. A point of interest is on our map.
They've gotten the second map fragment at this point. You'll notice in this exchange we're having here, I'm not getting a lot done. I'm not really high enough level. I think I'm at level 7, but my possessions aren't doing a whole lot. I'm just not getting it done at this point. So this is kind of a little sticky situation we've got here.
The living have discovered another fragment of their precious map. Bleed them dry! That's a bit better.
Notice here they're leaving the location. They've gotten 2 map pieces. I didn't get anything done there. This is a time where maybe panic is in order because I am just not having any luck so far whatsoever. Now, they just got the 3rd map piece. I still have not downed anybody. I've got Henry in a decent spot here. I'm going to try to put as much pressure on him as I can and get it down, especially because he's slightly isolated from the group. Maybe I can jump in, down him ASAP before they can get in and bring the support.
From under your nose, the living have completed the map. Do better.
So you can see here I had absolutely no luck with Henry. Typically, I will try to leave him for last in a group situation just because I find him one of the hardest ones to bring down. So going for him first is generally not a good idea. He's the one I had. I had 3 guys on him. I thought I'd be able to do something, but big miscalculation on my part. At this point, I'm in full panic mode. I have gotten almost nothing done. I've slowed them down a little bit, but it's just not enough. They are on their way now to either the dagger or the pages. I've just got nothing going so far. At this point, I'm really questioning, am I going to be able to stop them? Just want to make a note right here, and I think this is generally a good idea. I've had a lot of success with it, is to hijack the car if you can, if you know they're on the way to an objective, especially the final 2. Hijack it, try to get it as far away from them as possible, make them work for every inch, then start putting out traps, do whatever you need to do to slow them down, weaken them as much as possible before you get to the pages and the dagger. Now, I see this right here as a good moment for me. You could see the one on the right is going into the house. The one on the left is fighting an enemy. I'm going to go ahead, now that I've got my elite leveled up just a little bit, I'm going to summon him in, see what I can do with the one that's outside, and maybe I can get it down here. I can get some kind of momentum going in my favor. Now, they were able to stop me there, got that elite, but I did get the down. I got the Ash down to low health. I feel like that was a little bit of a success. That was pretty much my first success in this match, and hopefully that gets the ball rolling for me at this point. I see they're getting in a car trying to go to the objectives, so I think you know what I'm about to do here. Looking at the mini-map, you can see they're broken up just a little bit. They're kind of separated into 2 and 2. I feel like if I can pull the elite trick again, maybe I could get another down. It's going to be a little bit more questionable because there are 2 of them rather than just the 1. But I'm stopping them from getting to that location with the dagger and the pages, and I'm forcing them to use all their resources to do so.
I can't take this anymore. I want to get out of here. Don't me.
Now, my question here is how many times are they going to try to use cars? What am I going to do about this? They finally made it. Let's see what happens now as we battle over the pages. I'm hoping that I've caused enough damage. I've slowed them down enough. They've used enough of their items that they're only going to be at partial strength here, and then I can go ahead and finish them off with this.
The pages of human flesh have been found by the mortals. Shred their flesh in return.
I got 2 downs there with the boss. Things are looking pretty good. I feel really good about where we're at. We'll see what happens next.
Come on, don't die on
One key thing to know here is if you look at my cooldowns and how long they are, I have shot off everything I could. They are going to revive, or they already have, and so I've got really nothing left in the tank for now. So, you know, what do I do in that point?
Don't piss me off. How do you even load this thing?
humans are in possession of the lost page.
So here's what's interesting. I've debated with some other players of the game as to what should my next move be. Do I go to the dagger and try to set up shop there, get ready for them, or do I go straight for them directly now that they're hopefully in a little bit of a weakened state? They've used all their items, and maybe I can keep them from getting to the dagger. They finally got to use the vehicle that they've been wanting to use all game, and they actually beat me to the dagger, so my plan to try to get them first didn't work out. Whenever I was exercised, I respawned on the total opposite side of the map, which is the worst thing that could happen. So now, even though I've been unsuccessful so far, we're going to have to try to battle this thing out.
Our foes have discovered the location of the Kandarian dagger. Perhaps we will exterminate them!
Now I'm going to try to summon in the boss. I haven't had a whole lot of luck so far, but what I want you to notice is how fast they're able to take the boss out. It's unbelievable.
Tell your buddies to stay away.
They've taken the dagger. They found it, fought for it.
So they've gotten the dagger too. I'm not able to get anything going at this point. I'm really kind of prepping for a loss here because I typically don't have a whole lot of luck with the dark ones and the Necronomicon at the end. I just haven't. You don't build up your energy quite as fast, and so you can't get all of your abilities off like you'd normally be able to. So this, pretty much I was chalking it up as a loss at this point. Now, the good thing here is I am able to intercept them before they could get to the dark ones. Since they weren't using a vehicle this time, they were going to have to run across. So I can get there, I can slow them down, and I managed to do a fairly decent job of kind of wearing them out before they get to the dark ones. So they're finally here. We're ready to go. I notice one of the players has low health. We're going to try, now that we have worn them down a little bit, we're going to try to get them before the Necronomicon comes out, just because that, to me, is the hardest part, because you have to destroy it. I've just never had any luck doing that, so I need to try to get them all before the Dark Ones go down. I try again here to summon in the boss. This is where I'm going to be able to make some moves. I've got to play it right, though, to be able to down somebody. I've got to get some kind of traction here, and I finally do. Now, this is amazing. Was able to get 2 down with the boss. I do have some abilities on cooldown. Demon Dash still has a minute. The boss is now back on cooldown. I've still got 11 seconds left on a basic portal, but I do have the Elite up, and I do have Power Possess ready. So I'm going to have to use that from here to try to get something going. So I've laid down the traps. I see they're trying to revive, and one of the best things you can do in this situation is to try to possess somebody who is actually doing the reviving to get them off. And there's nobody better than Henry for this. That takes Henry out of the action, who, like I said, was very strong one-on-one. Let's get him out if we can.
Speed it up.
Both are now back up. The Dark Ones are about, half health. I've used just about everything I've got in the tank. I am trying here, clawing for every single little bit. I do feel a little bit of a silver lining since I've been able to get some downs, but I'm just not able to follow up. All right, the Dark Ones are now down. I've got 2 minutes to destroy the Necronomicon or kill everybody. We've got one person down. I'm using the Elite right now. I've got to do as much damage as I can because I am running out of time at this point.
The Necronomicon floats in the void. Destroy, and we will torture the human race for eternity. Fail, and our reign ends here.
All right, we've got 2 downs. It's starting to look good, but that goddamn Henry, I'm sorry, I just cannot stand him. We've got to make use of every single second from here. All right, we're at 3 dead. We've got 1 minute and 15 seconds left. We've only got Henry, so we've got 1 minute and just a little bit over to kill this one dude, and I cannot stand him. All right, we've only got 30 seconds left. You'll notice Henry is doing a good job of using his finisher animations because survivors can't be hurt whenever they're in the middle of those animations. That runs down the clock, it runs down my possession time, and hopefully he's going to be able to run out, but I'm going to try to stop him from running the clock out to 0. Ten seconds left.
Scream.
And there you go. With just a few seconds left, I'm able to pull out the victory. I was sweating at this point. It's probably the closest victory I've had. But I think if there's one thing to be learned from this is to constantly be putting that pressure on, even whenever they are going toward those last 2 objectives. Make them work for it. Keep them from using transportation if possible. Just keep hammering them and make them use every single item. You don't want them to be at those objectives and still have items. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.